We've gone for auto sequence start. T-minus 25 seconds and counting. The sequencer on board now controlling the final seconds. T-minus 17 seconds and counting. The body flap and speed breaker in launch position. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We go for main engine start. We have main engine start and ignition. And liftoff of STS-7 and America's first woman astronaut. And the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Roger your roll, Challenger. Houston now controlling. Mission control confirms roll maneuver started. Ground time on all S channels 21728. 20 seconds. Rust looks good. 25 seconds. Roll maneuver completed. 30 seconds. Challenger now 1 nautical mile in altitude. Throttling engines down now to 75% as programmed. 40 seconds. Challenger now 2.5 nautical miles in altitude. 45 seconds. Challenger now 3 nautical miles in altitude. 50 seconds. Coming up now and create a maximum aerodynamic pressure on the vehicle. 55 seconds. Challenger 4.5 nautical miles in altitude. Mark 1 minute. Pass through max Q, still looking good. Throttling engines back to 104%. Giving a go at throttle up. Challenger Houston, you're going throttle up. Roger, going throttle up. Nice rock. Mark 1 minute 25 seconds. Challenger now 11 nautical miles altitude, 8 nautical miles downrange. Velocity now reading 3,700 feet per second. Mark 1 minute 40 seconds. Challenger now 16 nautical miles in altitude, 13 nautical miles downrange. Grip and Halkin Company now coming into the last traces of the Earth's atmosphere. Challenger now 19 nautical miles in altitude. 1 minute 55 seconds. Challenger 21 nautical miles in altitude, 21 nautical miles downrange. Standing by now for solid rocket booster separation. Roger, set. 12 minutes 12 seconds. Confirm good solid rocket booster separation. The booster is falling away now. 2 minutes 20 seconds.
Challenger Houston, your first stage performance was nominal.
Roger, nominal first stage. That was Capcom Roy Bridges advising first stage performance. Onboard guidance is converging now as programmed. Challenger is now steering for a precise window in space for main engine shutdown. 2 minutes 40 seconds. Challenger 35 nautical miles in altitude.
You saw
standing
what
by
I
now
guess
for
is
two
about the
engine
best picture we've ever seen of the solid rocket booster separation. It was textbook, wasn't it?
It was absolutely beautiful. It was textbook.
Did I give you a chance to crow a little bit on behalf of NASA? This liftoff procedure is, the last several launches has gone fairly smoothly, hasn't it?
Very good. The people at Kennedy are just absolutely super when it comes to launches. That's their business, and that's what they do best, and they do a fine job of it. And they're getting this thing down to real science now. And this today was a picture-perfect launch sequencing thing.
The show has moved on. We're now listening to mission control in Houston. As soon as that lifts off the ground, it reverts to Houston.
3 minutes 25
as soon as they clear the tower.
45 nautical miles in altitude. A return status check and mission control by Flight Director Jay Green.
It's amazing.
A return status check, what does that mean?
35 seconds. Crew aboard Challenger given.
They're getting ready to tell them they can't return to launch site anymore, and that comes about right now. And that means that you can no longer turn the vehicle around and make it back to the Kennedy runway.
So the next place, if there were an emergency, and there's no indication that there is, the next place after this they would go is to Dakar, Senegal. There is negative return right there.
Okay, there's negative return. They can no longer come back to Kennedy now. If they aborted, they would have to go into Dakar.
Committed to space travel. Roger that.
And of course, who wasn't thinking as we watched that launch about Dr. Sally Ride a few moments ago when those big rockets heaved that thing up into space. Let's watch it again. And while we do, let's hear what Sally was thinking about, or thought she might be thinking about.
7, 6, we go for main engine start. We have main engine start, and ignition, and liftoff of STS-7.